I'm at an Earth Day event talking about foraging, and I have all of my foraging library sitting out on a table for people to look at. Come see what I got. First up is Sam Thayer's books. He's got 3 of them, and if you don't get anything else when you first start foraging, get one of these 3. Doesn't matter which one, but these have excellent descriptions of the plants, several pages per plant, give you all the information. Sam also has a field guide that you're probably going to want to get at some point, but that's kind of a whole separate thing. It's more of an ID thing. So those are Sam's books. Some other really good guides, although they have less detail, maybe like a page or a page and a half per plant, is this Mike Krebel's Scout's Guide is a good one. And then Midwest and Northeast foraging are both good for our area. Midwest is better for kind of in the southern part of the Great Lakes, and Northeast maybe for the northern part. If you live in town, you're going to want one or more of these. Lisa Rose is from Grand Rapids, so this is definitely pertinent to the Great Lakes. And then Ellen's book, Backyard Foraging, that was written for Central Park. So again, a lot of the same plants that you're going to have in an urban area here in the Great Lakes region. You're going to need to learn to ID plants. Botany in a Day is very helpful just with general learning ID. And this botanist vocabulary is a really good, just a glossary, right, with lots of good drawings. And then you'll need some field guides. So Newcomb's is a good field guide for just generally herbaceous plants and identifying them, not edibles, but everything, which you have to identify everything because you have to know what not to eat, right? And then Michigan shrubs and Michigan trees are my favorite. Even if you're not in Michigan, they're really good for the whole Great Lakes area, and they also have some really good pictures and good descriptions. For mushrooms, we have a good field guide, this Mushrooms of the Upper Midwest by Teresa Morone. Michael Kuo has this edible mushroom book, and honestly, you won't need to worry about more than 100. There's not as many edible mushrooms as plants, so these 100 will more than do you. And then for just generally learning about mushrooms, I have never seen a book better than this one. It's absolutely my favorite book for just learning the different groups of mushrooms. You're going to have to cook your food. Hank has a few books that are primarily geared towards wild game, but they do use wild plants and mushrooms in them as well. The Sous Chef has a lot of indigenous recipes, which of course our native plants are some of our edibles. And here's one for seeds and grains that's really good. Pascal Bauder, he's got a lot of really interesting stuff. And then this fantastic fungi cookbook I found not too long ago, and it's really cool. And then you can also make a lot of wild drinks, and so there's a couple of books for that. This Wild Crafted Cocktail is more for harder drinks. She uses liquors and things like that, whereas Drink the Harvest does have some wine and mead, but it's a lot of juices and teas and things like that. So you don't need to get all of those books, of course, and certainly there are others that are great, but those ones that I just showed you, those are not AI. I know every single one of those authors myself and can vouch for them. So yeah, start your library and follow me for more.